News, a service of Progressive Windows and Doors. New owners named for the Clinton Theater. That's the big story for 7:30. I'm John Matthews. The Redland Theater in Clinton is now under the ownership of Ryan and Natalie Hauk, says Mayor David Barong.
I'm not sure that there's anything, outside of Oklahoma City, this environment. And if anyone has ever been in the Redland Theater, and of course a lot of people my age and younger went to the movies there, but it is a bit of a vaudeville theater, a proscenium stage.
Barong says there are plans for a variety of live performances to take place at the venue. The Weatherford High School Aviation Program was recently awarded grant funding, says Assistant Superintendent Steve Callan.
We just received $11,000 from the Oklahoma Aeronautics and Aviation Commission to help with our program that we've started a few years back. But we really appreciate the Stafford Museum, the city, the help they do with us on that. So it's a great program.
School officials say the grant will go towards getting drones for classrooms. The Clinton Chamber of Commerce will host a legislative forum in the city of Clinton for candidates seeking election as mayor and Ward 4 city councilman. Chamber President Julie Caldwell shares more about the event.
We're going to do it October the 27th, and it will be at lunchtime, so at noon. And we're going to do the candidates for mayor and the candidates for the council seat. If they're not eating lunch, I still need an RSVP, but just to tell us they're not eating lunch. If so, then there will be a charge of $25. They can email me at juliecaldwell@clintonok.org, or they can call our office. We like to get the questions first. We give them to the moderator, and they will ask them. If people have questions that they know they want to know the answer to, they can go ahead and call or email.
A mayoral race is formed between incumbent David Barong and current Ward 2 City Councilman Ernie Dowdell. Meanwhile, in Ward 4, two former City Council members Bobby Stewart and Lucas Martinez are seeking to return to the council. The elections will be November 3rd. We'll have more news coming up next.
Windows and Doors.
Hi, Jeremy here. Although most windows appear to be equal, there are differences in their performance and function that can greatly impact how they protect you and your home. We have engineered our windows to keep out the harshest of elements while maintaining ease of operation. To see for yourself, come visit our plant and showroom. We are located just 2 miles south and 2 miles east of Fairview on the Isabella Blacktop.
German engineered, Oklahoma built.
With higher temperatures recently, the Cordell Golf Course has experienced some water issues, says Cordell Mayor Phil Cleaver.
We've had a few problems with pipes breaking. We had to do some fire drills out there. It was good practice to get water on those greens to save them until we could get that pipe repaired. The tower out there that holds that water got really, really low because it wasn't filling. We were losing water, and we had to really go into emergency mode at the golf course. So we got that fixed. It's still challenges because water is still water, and it's precious. We'll figure out kind of the rhythm out there.
Cleaver says the golf course is on a separate water line with higher nitrates that is not for human consumption. Officials with Clinton Regional Hospital are working towards cost-saving measures within the facility. The hospital authority approved some of these measures Wednesday, as presented by facilities manager Brian Baker.
Johnson Controls, they did our annual fire inspections from a regulatory compliance standpoint in each building. That contract was up for renewal, so I reached out to my quotes from 3 different companies and stacked them up against one another. Decided to reduce what Johnson Controls does in the building. It cut our costs just under $5,000 a year.
The authority agreed for some services, such as, among other things, precautionary pest control to be done in-house to save cost. Here's state news with the Radio Oklahoma Network.
News from the Radio Oklahoma News Network. I'm Ann Roberts. A quick school closure note. El Reno and Redlands Community College have canceled classes and will be closed for a second day. In addition, Union City Schools will be virtual today because of a major water leak south of I-40 in El Reno. Well, under a $17.1 billion settlement, Meta has agreed to implement hard cap daily time limits of 2 hours for 5 years on Facebook and Instagram to protect children. Oklahoma was one of 47 states to file suit against the social media giant. The state's share amounts to almost $235.6 million. If Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube agree to similar settlements, the state's share will increase to $334 million. More on these stories at RadioOklahomaNews.com. From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts.
News at 7:30, a service of Progressive Windows and Doors. Coming up next, we'll look at local funeral services after a word from Lee Hometown Funeral Home.
When you lose a loved one, it's important to have someone who's compassionate, understanding, and personal. Brandon Lee with Lee's Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton is dedicated to honoring your loved ones with heartfelt service. His goal is to create meaningful tributes that celebrate lives while guiding you with every step of the final process. Whether it's a traditional service, cremation, or pre-planning, if you have already purchased a funeral plan elsewhere, they will honor it as if it was their own. At Lee Hometown Funeral Home, they continue the tradition of caring and personal service. Please visit today to experience the difference.
Funeral services for 55-year-old Kimberly Marie Blocker will be held today at 10 o'clock at the Texola Baptist Church in Eric. She worked in the medical field. Final resting place will be in the Eric Cemetery. Services under the direction of Winery Funeral Service and Cremation Center in Elk City. Funeral services for 83-year-old Milton Ray Wells will be held today at 1 o'clock at the Hinton Pentecostal Holiness Church. He worked at a local businessman. Burial will follow in the Hinton Cemetery. Services under the direction of Turner Funeral Home in Hinton. A celebration of life for 68-year-old Brenda Faye Ruth will be held today at 2 o'clock at the Martin Duggar Funeral Home and Cremation Services Chapel in Elk City. Today's funeral notices are a service of Brandon Lee at Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton.